sure there is sound. We are checking to make sure there is sound. Checking the sound. It is a sound check, if you will. There is, in fact, sound. All right, good. All right, Dementia Radio now, and recording in 3, 2, 1.
Recorded live on DementiaRadio.org. It's the Funny
I'm hearing it,
Music
but it's very quiet.
Brought to you by the FuMP.
I know why, because I forgot to change my Zoom inputs again. You were hearing it through my headphones. Let's try that again. Is that better?
Yes.
Recorded live on DementiaRadio.org. It's the Funny Music Podcast. Brought to you by FuMP.com, where you can download new free comedy songs twice a week. Now, here's your hosts, Devo Spice and the great Luke Ski.
Hey, Devo Spice.
Hey, Luke Ski.
We have pre-recorded Alchav.
We have
right?
pre-recorded Alchav, yes. Pre-recorded Soggy Potato Chips interview. Ross Childs is not available at the moment. He's doing Rossy Childy things. And welcome to episode 595 of the Funny Music Podcast for November 11th, 2021. Understanding Advertising and Fog, which I need to put into the chat so that we can refer to it later. And we remember these stupid things. There we go. All right. Yeah, so someday I'm going to remember how this show actually works and remember which buttons to push and where things need to be where. So let's do this.
Let's get caught up with what Devo and Luke have been up to since last week. Or else Devo, if Luke bailed and didn't show up.
Hey, what?
Oh, he's right.
So, what have you been up to?
I got my flu shot and my COVID booster shot yesterday. So I did the COVID one first, and they said, which arm do you want it to be in? And I'm like, oh, the left arm, because I draw with my right arm, and I'm right-handed, so it made sense. And then and then they gave me the COVID shot, and then the guy was about to like leave, and I'm like, well, wait, I'm supposed to get my flu shot too. And he's like, oh, really? And he looked at his thing. He's like, oh, yes, you are, blah, blah, blah. And then he comes back and he's like, well, yeah, we should do the flu shot in your other arm so that if you get a bad reaction to one of them, we know which one it is you're getting a bad reaction to based on what arm we put it in. So I was like, oh, great. So I got the flu shot. So now today I wake up and I'm like super muscly achy, just kind of like, it's like, it hurts for me to raise this hand like higher than here. And this one, I guess this one's better, but still, just all day I've just, I've been home, it's been my day off, and I'm just like, trying to accomplish things. But at least I got the booster, so hooray for that.
That's good. I'm hoping to get mine soon.
Yeah, went to see those Eternals, and it was cool, I dig it. It's
I went to see Dune. Wanted to make sure I saw that before it left the theater, so I went last week.
Cool. Did you enjoy it?
I did, and I've never read the book, and I've never seen the David Lynch film. So this was me going in blind. As much as I knew about Dune was sand and sandworms. That was all I knew about Dune. So yeah, I dug it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, everything I know about Dune I learned from listening to Tom Smith songs. So so yeah. But yeah, it's like I dug Eternals. I don't want to give much of a review on it because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. But I will say though that, as expected, Kumail Nanjiani is awesome in it as the character called Kingo. So you have that to look forward to. Cool. Let's see. I recorded a. Excuse me. I recorded a podcast segment with friends of the show, Kiki and Jared Perez, for Remembering the Magic. They're going to do a big Simpsons Palooza type episode. So I requested to have us watch and review the episode from season 32, episode 15, do Pizza Bot's Dream of Electric Guitars. So everyone else who's involved with that chose stuff from like the first 5 seasons, and I'm like, nope, not me. I'm gonna be the weird outlier and pick one of my favorites from the past,
But
the recent
Luke,
era.
don't you know The Simpsons stopped being good after season 9?
But Devo, don't you know? Shut up.
Yep.
Oh, and also we recorded. Me and Kyle recorded the next episode of Kyle Luke Talk About Tunes with our special guest Victor Courtwright, who is the person behind the Thundercats Roar TV series, and also the new Aquaman King of Atlantis 3-episode series that's on HBO Max, which is really great. I highly recommend Atlantis. I mean, I like Thundercats Roar too, but it's like it's 3 episodes that are each about 44 minutes long, so it's kind of like 3 mini movies as a series, and it's super fun. It is so much fun. And he was also on Magiswords. He did some storyboarding in the early days, of Kyle working on pilots. So, some parts of sequences that he boarded ended up being kind of like the episode he made with Kyle as a animatic kind of got chopped up and used like in other parts of other episodes. So if you remember the episode, The Cave of Gelatinous Doom, where where Prohias and Vamber are fighting a big orange slime demon monster in a cave, that was all Victor's storyboarding from back in the day.
Yeah,
so,
I do remember that episode.
Yeah. And he was also the voice of Flummox, the gnome with the omnipotent Q powers that goes crazy. So, so we recorded a whole big old thing with him, and that'll be up this weekend. So, that's about it for what I've been up to. What have you been up to, Mr. Spice?
Well, the big news in my life is I got my car back today. It's all fixed and stuff. For the most part, I mean the trunk, it closes differently. It's like when I open it, it kind of pops a little. So I'm thinking it's like something's not quite fitting just right. So I'm figuring either it'll fix itself over time or it'll break over time. So if it fixes itself over time, I'm fine. If it breaks, I got to take it back. So I'm just going to wait and see on that. I ordered the rest of the stuff from my recording booth over there. So hopefully I can get that done like within the next week. I ordered the foam, I ordered lights, and I ordered a desk to go in there. And I think it's going to be all nifty Kino when I'm done. And then I need to save up money for a new microphone because I want to replace this one with a better one. Not that this is a bad one or anything. I would like a better one.
That's cool.
And I acted in a short film on Tuesday. For my filmmaking class, we shot a short. It's going to be like a 1.5, 2 minute long type thing. It's basically 4 ghosts appear sitting around a table and talk about Halloween and stuff. It would have made sense to film it before Halloween, but we had 2 classes in a row that were canceled, so everything just got pushed back. So that was fun. It was my first bit of like real acting, like in front of a camera and stuff. So that was neat.
Cool.
And that's about it that's going on in my life, at least that I can talk about. So yeah, let's get into our first song. We're gonna do this in the order they were posted because why not? Nobody else is here. So here is our first song of the week, Mustard by Soggy Potato Chips, followed by a brief interview with Alchav.
Until the day I finally realized
I'm here with Alchav of Soggy Potato Chips. Welcome to the show, dude.
Hi.
So, I mean, I know who you are. I've known you for many years, and I'm sure most of our audience does. But for the sake of people who may not know you, give us the intro, who you are, where you're from, what you do, all that stuff.
Wow, you're coming right off the gate with the
The hard questions, I know.
questions. Yeah. Who am I? That's what I ask myself that every day. I'm just some guy. And have in theory, I've been writing music for 10, 12 years. Although there was has been a pretty big 6-year gap, 10-year gap, 10 years where I've kind of been a little slow at that. I'm trying to get back into it though.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because you did a couple of songs at FuMPFest in 2014, and then we didn't hear anything from you after that. You just kind of disappeared off the radar, and then you showed up at FuMPFest 2021 and did a couple of songs, including the one we're about to talk about.
There's a lot of reasons for that. I've had a very busy life since then. I've had issues where I've been unable to record anything on my computer. Everything I record from my microphone would have this loud buzzing sound over it. Just bought a new laptop and it doesn't have that problem.
Nice.
So hopefully I'll be able to get. Now I just need to fit the time into my life to actually work on this.
Well, welcome to the real world where we have to figure out when we can do all of this.
Most of what I had produced, the 4 albums that I put out 10 years ago or so, most of those were produced during a time where I was times when I was either unemployed or I was working part-time and had a lot of time at home by myself during the day. Now, I'm polyamorous. I have a wife and a girlfriend and a son, and I work full-time, and I have a lot. It's a lot. I don't know how you guys that have families and jobs manage to put out somewhat as much as you do.
We neglect all of them. You see, we just ignore the family and just I pretend I don't have kids. Well, they're teenagers now. I don't see them for days at a time anyway. They're locked in their rooms. So
I have a 2-year-old that asks me for food every 5 minutes. So
that'll do. Yeah, that's much harder. So tell us about Mustard.
I don't know what I can possibly say about Mustard. This is a song that one day was just playing in my head. It was like I was remembering a song that I'd heard. It wasn't something I consciously thought of, and it was just stuck in my head, and I had to make it. And it's it's kind of about everything. It's about politics. It's about religion. It's about 9/11.
Everything comes back to Mustard.
Right. I mean, it's kind of the center of everything, because it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist like the song didn't exist until it did, and then you made it exist. And yeah, I don't know. It's weird when that happened, because I've had that happen too, where I'm just outside like walking the dog or something, and suddenly I'll just start singing something, and I'm like, wait, is that a song that I've heard, or am I making that up now? And sometimes I'm not sure.
Right.
It's an interesting phenomenon.
It's not how I've written most of my songs. Usually I write music and then agonize over what words I'm going to put on the music. This all was just in my head altogether.
So you did the lyrics first on this one and then made the music to go with it?
It came to me at once. So.
Oh, okay. Because I really dig the music on this one. I think it's some of your best work.
I'm glad to hear that. I also think so. If you're playing along at home, it's in D minor.
Okay. I'm not the type of person who could pick that out from hearing it. I'm a rapper. I know what D minor is. I know how to use it. I can't pick it out. My ear isn't that good.
Well, that's why I gave you that information. That's the nice, helpful kind of guy I am.
Well, and anything about mustard and conspiracy kind of needs to go in D minor. It goes together, don't you think?
Well, absolutely. D minor is the saddest key.
And mustard is the saddest condiment.
Absolutely. I don't actually know what mustard tastes like. I have a very early memory of deciding I didn't like it. I don't actually remember what it tastes like.
Oh, interesting. So you haven't actually had mustard in a while.
No. Well, it isn't real, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't know what else to ask you about this song. It is what it is. It's great. I love it. It's funny. It made me laugh at FuMPFest when you were performing it. That was a great performance.
I'm glad to hear that. A lot of people told me that they were cracking up, and I haven't done a whole lot of live performances. Probably you've been in the room every time I've done it, just about. So most of the time, in this case, I'm from up there, especially with those lights in my face. I'm looking around. Everybody just looks like. So people told me they were laughing. That's good to hear because I couldn't tell from up there.
It's generally, I find it's better if you like it's okay to hear the audience laughing, but if you look, or at least for me, if I look at a person in the audience and see that they're laughing, then I have a hard time keeping a straight face and I'll break up while I'm performing. So it's easier for me to get through the song if I don't make eye contact with anyone in the audience. So I kind of tend to look at the back of the room and just but I like to hear the laughter. I like, especially when it comes at the right time and not because, my pants have fallen down or something.
That's never good.
Yeah. All right. So, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
I don't know. What would I plug?
Do you have a Bandcamp page or anything for this project?
Band? What band? I've never heard of a band. I've never heard of Soggy Potato Chips. I've never heard of SoggyPotatoChips.com, which would redirect to their Bandcamp, which has all 4 of their albums for free. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, there you go. All right. SoggyPotatoChips.com. All your soggy potato chips needs. You should actually sell like a snack of soggy potato chips, like at shows.
That sounds horrifying.
It does, yeah. I don't know, get some potato chips, mix them with water, and reseal the bag and sell them.
If you want to do that for me, you can do that. I'm all set.
I'm still trying to figure out how to make and market shiznits, because I actually want to make a shiznits as a snack that I can sell, like a little cheese square snack.
Good luck with that.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
No, thank you for having me.
And look forward to what else you might send us in the future.
All right. Maybe I will.
Take care.
This is the FuMP.
I think we're safe and this camp's a drag. So come get banged in my sleeping bag. It seems the last mistake that we're ever gonna make was having our first date at Camp Crystal Lake.
You there? What you want to be when you grow up?
I'm gonna be an R&B singer.
Well, that's dumb. You in the back with them baby hands. What you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a Teen Titan.
Baby, I can do it. I know I'll be a Teen Titan tonight.
I can do it, I can do it.
That's the Funny Music Project at thefump.com. THEFUMP.com.
Even about your recent frequent tweeting, and I wonder what good old Harry would say. Your mean tweets we've been surfing. Why you gotta keep on turfing? Rolling, 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 get off Twitter.
Time for funny music news. Something.
In the news, Sanity Checks has a new album out. This is yet another side project by Brian Gropner of the Gothsicles. Brian teamed up with Budapest-based cyberpunk electro-industrial producer Planet Damage to produce Lovecraftian industrial songs. The EP has 2 songs, Sanity Checks and Freud Vertagen, and then 4 remixes of the title track. You can find this at sanitychecks.bandcamp.com at Name Your Price.
Yeah, I have my favorite track on that album is Understanding Advertising in Fog.
You think I have to switch scenes for this now? I don't have that set up in the news scene. All right. And the reason there's a separate scene is because sometimes when I have time, I'll put up graphics like where's the news? God damn it!
Time
Sorry,
for
I gotta
funny
do this
music
again.
news.
I switched back to the news scene.
Something.
I switched back to the news scene, so now there's hey, look, there's Drew Jacobs' thing. Oh, I can leave that up because he actually has a Kickstarter. Drew Jacobs' Kickstarter is still going. He's looking to raise $600 for his Christmas album, Christmas Ball Busting. He's currently at $331 with 16 days to go. So head over to Kickstarter.com and look that up. Insane Ian has a new music video out for Delivery Boy, the song he posted on the FuMP not too long ago. It's available on his YouTube channel, which is just Insane Ian, and it's also now the featured video on the FuMP, so it's right on the homepage. So if you want to find it, that's the easiest way. Just go to thefump.com and scroll down a bit.
Woo!
And there is one more Kickstarter out there. Bonnie Gordon has launched her Kickstarter for her solo album, Con Artist, which is, I don't think is going to be comedy music. She describes it as jazzy with a touch of nerdy. Her goal was $7,500. It launched earlier today, and she is currently at, let me pull it up to get a current title, current amount. And I have to make the window bigger because $10,910. So she is doing quite well.
Yes.
With her Kickstarter.
So yeah, I earlier today I saw that the thing had been launched because I got like the email thing, because I follow Bonnie Gordon. So I went and I got to the page and it was 0% funded. And then I watched the 7-minute video and then I went ahead and made my pledge. And by the time I got done doing that, she was at 42% funded. So like within the first, whatever that had to have been, like 15 minutes ish, and then, fast forward to, just about 2 hours later, she had already, blown past with like over $9,000 and now she's at over $10,000. So yep. The key to be successful at Kickstarters is to be as awesome as Bonnie Gordon is at all times.
Yes. And for those of you like me who like physical media, none of the rewards except the $1,000 reward mention a CD. However, if you order the digital album for $12, one of the add-ons you can get is the physical album for an additional $15. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
Because I want the physical album. All right. You got anything else before tour dates?
Nope.
All right. Tour dates. On Sundays in Nashville, Tennessee, Steve Goody. On Tuesdays online, Phil Johnson and Roadside Attraction. On Thursdays online, Steve Goody and Brad Tassel. This weekend, the 12th through the 14th in Chicago, Illinois, Tom Smith will be at WindyCon. Information about that is at WindyCon.org.
Actually, I think he ended up canceling on that.
All right, never mind.
But I'm sure other cool people will be at WindyCon.
I know Sean and McGuire is the music guest of honor. That's all I was able to find. On the 12th, online, Carla Ulbrich. On the 13th in Houston, Texas, Consortium of Genius. And on the 13th in Los Banos, California, Phil Johnson. Actually, didn't he say that was canceled last week?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, so that one's everything is canceled. Never mind. All right, birthdays. Speaking of the 13th, coming up on the 13th, Dr. Vern from Sci-Fried and Glenn Raphael. So happy birthday, guys.
Yay.
All right. Second song of the week. I just realized this is a week of FuMPFest songs because Alchav performed Mustard at FuMPFest, and this is a recording live from FuMPFest. Here is Donald Duckin It by Ross Childs.
Well, I just got home, Lord, I've had a long day. Kept my hair neatly combed while working hard for my pay. But this suit and this tie might as well be my tune. So I let it all fly when I'm alone in my room. And now I'm feeling so free, like I can let myself go. Lose the pants, socks, and shoes, like burning fire below. But I keep on the shirt, it's like the tiniest gown. Now I'm living my truth, naked from the waist down. I'm Donald Duckin It, yeah. I'm Donald Duckin It, yeah. I'm Donald Duckin It, yeah. Feel the wind on my downstairs. Woo! Feel that chill. It's brisk. Ooh, but I hear a sound, my baby's at the front door. Forgot she was coming round, I'll be discovered for sure. What will she do when she knows? Explaining this will be tough, cause I like my torso clothed, my bottom half in the buff. So I try to hide, but then I trip and I fall. Yeah, my flim-flam is out, and she sees me in the hall. She gets that look in her eye, I don't know what she will do, but then she drops trowel. Now she's doing it too, she's Donald Duckin It, yeah. She's Donald Duckin It, yeah. She's Donald Duckin It, yeah. It's also called Winnie the Pooh. I've never felt so alive. My pants are a prison, my sack feels attacked. Time to get this muffin out of the oven. Sitting pantsless on metal chairs helps your body temperature. I want to run a marathon like this, yeah. Hi. I'm from the Disney Corporation. This is a cease and desist letter. Oh yeah, we're going strong and it don't feel like a sin. I've got an uncovered dong, her coochie's out in the wind. We've got the thermostat up, don't mind the sweat on these gams. Only own shirts and tops, yeah, we burned all our pants. So now we're spreading the news, this is the best way to be. Lose your pants, shorts, and skirts and start to live free. Let your booty hairs breathe, let your bottom half go. Cause when it's business up top, the party is down below. We're Donald Duckin It, yeah. We're Donald Duckin It, yeah. We're Donald Duckin It, yeah. Your undercarriage needs Donald Duckin It, yeah. We're Donald Duckin It, yeah. You're Donald Duckin It, yeah. We're Donald Duckin It, yeah. Feel the chill on your naughty bits. Whew, that is refreshing.
Making the internet absolutely ridiculous. Dementia Radio.
www.dementiaradio.org. Port 8027.
Please hang up and try again.
This is the part where there's feedback. Feedback. You know that segment of the show we do about now? Feedback. Feedback.
Sorry. It was still on from before. I forgot to shut it off. Anyway, there's no feedback this week. So. Hey, there's no feedback. All right.
Teasing. He's a teasing kind of guy. Now you have a job. Yeah.
Teasing. Tomorrow's song is by Insane Ian.
Hey.
And Tuesday's song is by Captain Ambivalent.
Woohoo!
To other people who were at FuMPFest.
Yes.
And this week's Spotify playlist topic is jobs. They took our gerbs.
Gerbs. I would like a gerb. Different from the gerb I have now.
And if anybody's wondering how I come up with these topics, what I'm trying to do is promote the latest FuMP album. So what I do is I look at the latest FuMP album and pick a song that I want to play that I think has other songs I can play. And FuMP 88 actually has 3 songs on it that are job related. So I pulled up those 3 and then I found a bunch of other job songs. So that's where this came from.
Cool. Do you have did you get the back of FuMP 89 finished yet?
It's not finished yet, but it is in progress. Okay. It will be done soon.
Cool.
I've had a stupidly busy week at work. I was working late all week. So, unfortunately, real life has intervened once again. Messed up my fun.
Real life is so annoying.
I know it is. All right. Oh, yeah, we got to end the show. Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Funny Music Podcast. I'm Devo Spice.
I'm Luke Ski. And other people were here, sort of, maybe.
Thank you for listening to the Funny Music Podcast. You can listen live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific at DementiaRadio.org and join us in the chat. Or subscribe to the podcast feed. Look us up on iTunes and be sure to leave us a review. Feedback for the show can be sent to info@thefump.com. The Funny Music Podcast is a production of Fidem Interactive, LLC, released under a Creative Commons share-alike license. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, shout it to random people on the street, and be sure to visit thefump.com for the latest funny songs. Tune in next week where you'll hear Luke Ski say,
"Life is like a hurricane when you live in like places where there's hurricanes." So there.